Hi, friends. Today I want to talk to you about turning vulnerability into visibility, a social anxiety challenge in personal branding. You are new here. My name is Crystal from Crystal MBA Branding and Design LLC, and I have been a professional marketing and branding consultant for 20 years. Social anxiety is the persistent fear of being judged, rejected, or negatively evaluated in social situations. Can you relate? Well, I sure can. While this may seem like a personal issue, it can significantly affect our professional lives, especially when it comes to branding. In today's world, your brand is often the first impression you make. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, or someone transitioning careers, branding isn't optional anymore. It's essential. For those who struggle with social anxiety, building a brand can feel like stepping onto a stage with the spotlight shining on you when you never even asked for it. So today, want to break down the real challenges faced by people like us with social anxiety when trying to grow our personal or professional brand, as well as share some practical, compassionate strategies to help you show up confidently without compromising your mental well being. Let's start with the content treadmill. In this digital age, content is currency. Whether it's reels, posts, blogs, or tweets, platforms reward consistency. The more you share, the more you're seen. The more you're seen, the more you grow, right? But here's what that doesn't account for: the emotional toll. If you struggle with social anxiety, every post can feel like a performance. You may overthink every caption and wonder if people will understand or misunderstand your message. When perfectionism kicks in, it often leads to burnout. And I've been there, creating content that feels forced or worse, remaining silent for weeks after being completely overwhelmed. So, how do we manage that pressure? First, we set realistic expectations. You don't have to post daily to be successful. Start small, remain consistent, and use a content calendar. Planning helps to remove the feeling of being overwhelmed and allows you to prepare when you're in a calm, creative mindset. You are allowed to grow at a pace that protects your peace. The second major hurdle is the fear of being judged. Putting yourself out there and sharing your voice, your art, and your story can feel incredibly vulnerable. You're not just uploading content, you're offering a piece of yourself. Unfortunately, we live in an online culture where criticism is easy and often anonymous. From subtle shade to outright trolling, this is why so many people hold back, me included. But here's what I want you to remember: there are far more supporters than critics. You just have to focus on the right people. And here are a few coping mechanisms that have helped me and can help you. One, focus on your audience, the people who need your message, your energy, and your services. Speak directly to them. Two, practice self compassion. If a post doesn't perform well or someone leaves a negative comment, it doesn't define your worth or talent. Third, seek feedback, not validation. Ask people you trust for honest input. You'll learn more, grow faster, and build more confidence. Next, let's talk about networking, a word that can make socially anxious individuals like ourselves cringe. Branding isn't just about what you share, it's also about who you connect with. Opportunities, collaborations, and referrals all come through relationships. But if you struggle with social settings or initiating conversations, this can feel impossible. That was me for years, and I still have my moments. I can admit that I'm still a work in progress, missing events, avoiding introductions, and staying safe behind my personal, invisible wall. But here's what I have learned, and you can do this too. Start online. Join communities or mastermind groups where you can ease into conversations at your own pace. For in person events, prepare. Write down a few questions or talking points ahead of time. Bring a friend or accountability partner to help ease the pressure. Start small. You don't have to dig into big conferences right away. Try coffee chats or small networking mixers first. You don't need to be extroverted to connect. You just need to be intentional. Social anxiety can make branding feel heavy, but it's not an impossible task. Yes, there are real challenges, from content pressure to fear of criticism to awkward networking moments. But every one of those obstacles can be navigated with the right tools, a little patience, and a whole lot of self compassion. So, I want to leave you with this. Your brand is not about being perfect, it's about being real. When you embrace your authenticity, your audience will sense it. When you stop hiding, your brand starts thriving. So, whether you're just starting out or in the thick of it, remember that you're allowed to show up messy, imperfect, and anxious, and still be powerful. Because your story, your voice, and your presence matter. So, with that said, are you ready to embrace your quiet power? You can do this on your own, or you can work with me as a branding coach. I will help you define and outline your plan and next steps. And if this video struck a chord with you, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, or tag a fellow introvert who could use a sprinkle of encouragement today. And keep an eye out for my next video. Until then, stay cozy, stay true, and keep showing up in your unique, serene way. Remember, your authenticity is your superpower.